So this video is about to be about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. How I was so fucking right. I told all y'all. But before I do that, I'm going through some cleaning, getting rid of some old shit. And my girl in the background is reading letters from ex-hoes of mine.
Let me tell you something though, is that if I would have had some letters like this, you'd be all in my shit.
Blah, blah, blah. The
All
lies.
in my shit.
Anyway, so back to the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Like I said in my prediction, Floyd can make this fight so boring, and that's exactly what he did. He ran from him, jabbed him to death, occasionally hit him with the overhand, and then spun off with the left to get out the side of the ropes or the corner. And the thing about it is, Freddie Roach spent zero time teaching Manny Pacquiao how to cut off the ring, which is the one thing I said he needed to learn how to do. And every analyst was like, oh, Pacquiao got good footwork. He got good footwork. No, he doesn't. He's good at in and out and angles, but he doesn't know how to cut off the ring. So I just feel glad that I was right. They were wrong. My analysis was dead on for how Mayweather would win the fight, make it look like a sparring match. But there's two things I want to touch on before I end this video. And good job, Floyd. You did what you normally do, and you put everybody to sleep. So I guess that's the best way to fight. Now, outside of that, first thing, Manny Pacquiao's injured shoulder. What I have to say about that is, if this is true, and they knew 3 weeks prior to the fight, why would they not reschedule the fight? So that tells me that Freddie Roach, Bob Arum, Top Rank, anybody in Pacquiao's team, they don't care about his well-being. They don't care about his health. They don't care about his legacy. And they don't care if he wins or loses. They just want a paycheck. Because you don't have somebody go in with an injured shoulder or torn muscles in the shoulder for a fight of this magnitude and a fighter like Mayweather. You don't go in 50%. And if that was really the reason why he couldn't do the output with the punches, then it was ridiculous they even did it. Second thing on that is, I cannot believe the Nevada State Commission, whatever they're called, would not allow Pacquiao to get a cortisone shot in his shoulder, because when they said they asked for a shot, I'm assuming that it was cortisone to take out the inflammation. That is ridiculous that he was not allowed to do that. If that made him not as well of a fighter just because of that one shot he could have had, then they cheated everybody out of a good fight. The second thing I want to touch on, Mayweather. I'm not going to say, after all the accusations you made on Pacquiao, that you're on steroids, but what the fuck? The biggest I have ever seen Mayweather is 154 pounds. Tell me how you don't weigh in the night of the fight. You don't want anybody to know. Pacquiao comes in 152 pounds. Your weight is a mystery weight, followed by question marks. Pacquiao is 5'5.5", and you say you're 5'9", but you're probably 5'8". So we'll say there's 2.5 inches difference in height. You should have been way smaller than Pacquiao, because at your biggest you was only 154. So with Pacquiao only being 2 pounds lighter than your biggest, he should have looked more massive than you. But you look huge next to him, which leads me to believe what I really believe. You was around 165, 170 for the night of that fight. And you've never been that big in your whole career. So what were you doing, Floyd? What were you taking, Floyd? How'd you get that big, Floyd? I heard about you hiring Angel, the same dude that Marquez hired, who did the PEDs, been busted for it. Marquez looked like he hit steroids or puberty at a late age. You look like you're bigger than you ever been after he went to your camp for a few days. So you want to accuse everybody of doing shit. What the fuck did you do to get 165 or 170 pounds by the night of the fight? Answer that. Outside of that, back to what I was talking about in the beginning, Mayweather, good fight. You won with ease. It wasn't hard. Like I told everybody, regardless of his weight size, regardless of Manny's shoulder being hurt, it would have played out pretty much exactly the same. And anybody that didn't know Floyd was going to run, then you've never really watched a Floyd fight, because that's how he fights anybody that's aggressive. That's how he fights anybody that he thinks could hurt him. He just backsteps, jabs, backsteps, jabs, grabs when he can't get away, or he'll roll out. And that's what he did. So that's my post-fight analysis. Peace.